A black family pulled over in Manchester, Tennessee. They was going from Atlanta to Chicago to a funeral and never made it, I believe. They was pulled over on the highway by the sheriff, and the sheriff searched the car. But they was pulled over for the tinted windows. You know, the tinted windows and no license plate. You know how they do us, little petty stuff to pull us over to get inside the car and then do the damage later once they get inside the car. So they pulled them over for tinted windows and some kind of lane change violation or something like that. And from there, they searched the car. They find 5 grams of weed, marijuana, and they find a gun. They arrest the boyfriend for the gun, but they don't arrest the girlfriend for the gun. I mean, they arrest the boyfriend for the marijuana, but they don't arrest the girlfriend for the gun because the gun was registered. But they still gave her a ticket, some kind of ticket. So after that, they tell her she could follow the police to the station to bail them out. She followed the police to the station to bail the man out. Also, they got 5 kids in the car, too. If I didn't say that, they got 5 kids in the car. So she followed them to the police station to bail them out. While she there trying to bail them out, 2 ladies approach her. She speak to the ladies. The ladies say they from Child Protective Services. They coming to take the kids. She rolled the window up and locked the door like, I don't know y'all. Y'all just coming out the blue, just saying y'all finna take some kids. I don't know y'all. Finally, she opened the door, go on the inside with the ladies, because she realizes she got to bail her boyfriend out, so she got to come out the car anyway. So she go on the inside to bail the boyfriend out. But 2 officers in there, and they start removing her away from her kids, telling her, don't touch the kids no more. We taking the kids. So at that point, she, crying and irritated and mad, and they holding her hands back from her kids, and the kids scared, and they take the kids. So after that, I guess the boyfriend go to court. Eventually, he get out, and then they have another court date. They go back, and the court wants they want a drug test from the man and the woman. Now, you already know the man smoked weed. You found weed on him. Okay, what could you be up to now? But you know how it is. They're going to run the whole script on us once they get us caught up. So they want a drug test. Drug test come back. The man dirty for marijuana. You knew that already. You caught him with marijuana. So it come back, the female clean. That wasn't good enough for everybody. That wasn't good enough. So, we need a hair follicle test. You know, they could find, I guess, stuff in your hair or whatever. So they do the hair test. The hair test come back opioid and fentanyl. So they want to play like this man and woman doing opioid and fentanyl. You found marijuana, it's most likely this man doing marijuana. Now you're going to throw opioid and fentanyl in there. And these guys said, no, we ain't never did no opioid and fentanyl. But who got the upper hand? The system. That's the type of games they play. So from that point, when they pulled the opioid and fentanyl move, they said, we got to keep your kids. We can't release the kids because you got the opioid and fentanyl in your system. These kids wouldn't be in a good place to be with drug addicts. You know how it go. So at that point, they keep the kids. I guess the guy and the woman, they have to come back and forth to this little funny town, Manchester, Tennessee, and try to fight for their kids. And so they going through whatever they going through, it's probably costing them money to fight for their kid. I don't even know why this town would keep 5 young black kids. Just judging from the picture, it don't look like any blacks live there. I could be wrong. I really don't know. But if don't know blacks live there and keeping these 5 black kids. You know, these kids are probably very uncomfortable, and whoever keeping them probably very uncomfortable and don't know what they're doing. You know, they should have looked the other way on this one. Say, ma'am, take your kids home. Or, ma'am, get car seats for the kids. I don't know what the police problem was. Probably was most likely 5 kids. I don't know what kind of car it was. Probably wasn't no car seats. Probably, and you know, just get the people a ticket and let them go. If your city ain't equipped to deal with little black kids, then why put these kids through suffering? And why make the family come back and forth, going to court? But anyway, they keep the kids. Family got it, the mother and boyfriend got to go back and forth to court, try to get their kids. And they still, to this day, from my understanding, they still got the kids. So they still fighting this case to this day to get their kids back. Now, that little 5 grams of weed, most places would have gave a ticket. I don't know. 1 day in jail, but sometimes you do meet police officers that just, they want to lock you up. They ain't satisfied giving you a ticket. They want to take you downtown. That makes them feel good. Over some timely, bogus stuff like that, real short and petty, they want to lock you up. That makes them feel good for some reason. Knowing I'm finna get out, but you brought me all the way down here knowing I'm finna get out. Anyway, so I don't really have too much to say about this. You know, most of you guys seen this stuff before, heard it before. I just thought it was sad because they was going to a funeral from Atlanta to Chicago, you know, and then they end up getting their kids took, you know. But just thinking out loud, if I was having to use marijuana, I'll wait till I get to wherever town I'm going to, and then I'll tell somebody to go get it for me. You know, that's how you do that. Don't travel up and down the highway with it. You don't know what the highway patrol be on. You know, wait till you get where you're going, and you know you're gonna know somebody, a cousin, somebody. They know the area. They know where to get it at for you. Let them go get it. Also, don't be traveling up down the highway with guns. Different state got different gun laws. You know, when you get to Chicago, none of the gun licenses work for Chicago. You got to have a Chicago license. I believe California too. You know, we got to stay safe out here and move smart. But I do believe the police was messing with these people. This case is sad. It's terrible. We've seen it all before. I saw it and thought this case was sad. I just had to report on it. I'm out.